Hi, Fatima. Thank you very much for joining us for this Color Vision interview. We're very happy to have you on board. So the first question is, what color would define your mood in this moment?
For the whole moment or for right now?
Right now.
Right now, white.
White, okay. So you have a white light behind. And what memory does this color trigger to you?
The sky.
The sky, great. And what is your passion?
I think healing.
Okay. And what is your field of expertise? What do you do?
Architecture and urban design, and then that moved into working with artisans. So we're working to help artisans to continue the legacy of their craft and continue the knowledge into the future with younger generations and a closer affinity to living in harmony with the planet.
Yeah, so a great human project associating design and craft and creation. How are you personally navigating this pandemic?
Definitely yoga and meditation is super key. Lots of fresh juices and colors and walks on the river. Biking has been helpful, taking bike rides on the river. And it's actually, we've had a lot of work to do. So we've been working a lot. But I think, it's been a lot about kind of going inward and trying to find inner balance, to find outer balance.
Oh, that's great. And what, in a few words, how do you visualize the after pandemic, and how do you think that people will interact?
That's super complicated. I think, I would hope that everybody would realize why we came to this imbalance, and all of us work together to try to come out of it. But I'm worried that it's not enough. It hasn't been enough for people to realize the actual imbalance that's happening. And so I'm kind of torn. I think in one way there's a group of people that's really excited to start a new way of living on this planet, and a new way of living together, and a new way of living with ourselves, and kind of like our understanding of the speed that we were going in and the stress that we were under, and how we can find a bigger balance there. And I think there's also this kind of urgency with kind of the economic issues, where all of a sudden people just want to get back to normal and keep going so that they can repair the damage that happened. But now the normal doesn't exist anymore. So it's like, how do we actually rethink our way of living on this planet systemically? And all of us come together with our different expertise and work together, cross-disciplinary work to actually be able to come to a balance. So I have great hopes, but I'm also a realist, and I also see what's happening realistically. And so it's this strange feeling of, please let the good win, kind of, but it's tricky. And also, like, how do we actually, it's amazing because for the first time we've had this kind of global issue where everybody sees the global issue, and we understand systems like we've never understood them before. Like a kindergartner starts to understand systems, so we have all of a sudden this like breakthrough of like, oh, this is how we're all working together, and this is how we're all really connected. And you see all the maps, and you see what's happening to the economy, and you see what's happening to the food, and you understand local and you understand global. But is it going to click? Are we going to be able to understand how to hack the system and be a part of the system in a better way? Or are we going to keep going? And then, I think this is a very light situation compared to what could happen in the future with climate change. And so it's just a little reminder that's enabling us to take action, and I hope we can take it.
Yeah, this is a question mark, and we have to redesign and reshape the change and what's going on. And in your way of working, you think that things will change?
In my way of working, well, I think the programs were kind of on hold with programs, unfortunately. So much of our work is about programs, and so many of the artisans are older, so it's hard to you know, we're about to go interview 25 artisans, but we'll be with masks, and, you know, to organize collaborations and organize gatherings is going to be hard for the time being. But I think our work is really important, and to keep continuing it's really important, and we're not stopping. So yeah.
So and my next question was is how you see this digital transformation. You think that digital transformation, what is your vision about that?
I think it's facilitated a lot. It's amazing. I do my yoga classes and I'm with people all over the world, and there's something so special about that. And it's also it's like taking away, you know, that effort of having to get from A to B and all of the, you know, it's like, it's easier to just meet instead of, and with, you know, with people who I never thought I would have a Zoom with, you know, like my father's 85 years old and he's having Zoom classes with his students. It's like, okay, that's an amazing breakthrough. On the other hand, I think people are stuck at home holding their phones, holding their computers, not getting fresh air, not going outside. And so I think it's kind of this double-edged sword. And also it's been amazing, the plethora of information that's available, all the classes, all the groups. And I found myself feeling a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest, because I wanted to participate in so many things, but at the same time, I wanted to go inward in silence and kind of be with what was happening. So there's a lot of this dichotomy throughout the whole experience, I think.
So reconnection with ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, Fatima, thank you so much for your vision, to share your vision with us. And we'll keep in touch and keep following your incredible projects. Thank you very much.
Thanks for thinking of me. It's great to see you.